Hello everyone, welcome to e-learning of IT for 11th standard. This video is for 11th standard Arts, Commerce and Science students. We are discussing third chapter from syllabus, that is Impressive Web Designing. And today we are going to discuss about tables in HTML. That is how to create a table, how we can add different attributes of table, and how we can merge different rows and columns in a table. So let us start with creating table. To create a table in HTML, we have to use a tag, that is a table tag. And this table tag is a container tag, that is it has a respecting closing or ending tag. Any table is made up of certain number of rows and columns. So to create a table, there are different tags, different attributes used. So let us study one by one. So first of all, table tag is there. Table tag is used to indicate the creation of table. That is, whatever content is there of the table, that will be included within the table tag start and table tag end. Then caption tag is used to specify a table heading. That is, we can specify heading for a table. Also, we can format it with the help of align attribute, which has two values, top and bottom. If we do not specify the value for align attribute, then by default it will take a top as a default value. Then tr tag is there. Tr tag is used to create row of the table. That is, to create every row we have to use a tr tag. Then there is a th tag. It indicates the table heading. That is, for every column in a table we can specify heading with the help of th tag. So th is used to specify first row column content of the table. It displays content in the bold format, and it can be replaced with a TD tag. That is, we can use TD tag or TH tag to create a columns or cells in a table, but with the help of TH tag, the content will be in a bold format. So we can use this TH tag for first row, first column content of the table. Then TD tag is used to specify a data within the table. That is, to specify columns in a table, we can use a TD tag. Next, there are certain attributes of the table tag. So first attribute is there, that is border. We can specify a border for entire table with the help of this border attribute. And to specify a value for this border attribute, it will take a numerical value, that is numbered value. And if we do not specify this attribute, border attribute, then the table will be created without having border for whole table. Then to specify a color for the border, we can use border color attribute. It displays border in a specified color. Align attribute is there. Align attribute aligns the table either to the left, right or center. That is, align attribute can take either left, right or center value. Then BG color attribute is there. BG color attribute sets the background color for the entire table. That is, using BG color attribute you can specify the background color for table. Next, there are certain attributes of TR, TH and TD tag. First of all, align attribute is there. Align attribute aligns the text horizontally. The values are aligned to the left, right or center. That is, using align attribute you can specify the orientation of your text within a table with the help of align attribute. And this align attribute can be used within TR, TH and TD tag. TR is used to create row. TH is used for heading for a column, first row, first column content, and then TD is used to specify a table data. Colspan and rowspan attributes are used to merge the rows and columns. So colspan, this attribute is used within a TD tag or TH tag. It creates a single column spanning across the table. It takes a numbered value that based on the number of columns to be spanned in a table. So to span, to merge certain number of columns, we can use colspan attribute within a TD tag or TH tag. Then row span attribute is there. It is used within a also TD or TH tag. It creates a single row spanning across the table. It also takes a numerical value, that is how many rows are to be merged. 1, 2, 3. So we can specify the numbered value for this row span or col span attribute to merge the column or rows. Based on the number of rows to be spanned in a table, we have to specify the numbered value for row span attribute. So now we have studied how to create a table, different tags used to create a table, then different attributes of table to format the table, and different attributes of tr, th and td tag. So now let us write down a program using these tags and attributes. So to write down a program, first of all open a notepad and start writing a code. So first line is doc type, document type of this file is HTML. So specify here HTML. After that HTML tag start and end of HTML. Within this, now let us specify head tag. So head tag start and end of head tag. Within this, let us add a title for this web page. So title and end of title. Within this, add any meaningful title. Suppose we are going to create a table of input output devices. So let us specify heading title for this web page as a input and output devices. Input and output devices. Then close the title tag, close the head tag, and now let us open a body tag. So body tag start, then close the body tag. Within this, now we have to create a table. So to create a table, first of all we have to use a table tag. Then we have to specify different attributes like border. So let us specify border is equal to, this attribute takes a numbered value. So let us specify border as 3. Then table tag start, then close this table tag, and within this now we will create rows and columns. So first of all let us add a first row. So to add a first row we have to use which tag? The tag used is tr tag. So tr tag start, then end of tr tag. This is the end of first row. Then within this first row let us add a first column. See, first column is nothing but a heading for that column. So we have to use here th tag. So th, then end of th. Within this, let us add a content in first column, like suppose serial number. Then close this th tag. Now let us add a second column in first row. Suppose th, end of th, and the content is suppose input device. Now let us save this file to check the output. So save this file by pressing Ctrl S, then select your folder. Here type a name for your file. Suppose table demo. Dot extension is .html. Now save this file. Within the programs folder, see here file has been created. So double click here to open the file, and you can see here first row, that is one row has been created, and within that we have added a two columns with the help of th tag. That's why it is showing in a bold case. Now let us add one more column. So within this first row, see this is the first row content. Within first row let us add a one more column. So use th tag, then again end of th tag, and here content is output devices. So output device. Save the program and again check the output. Alt tab, then F5 to refresh the page, and this is the third column. In this way we can add different number of columns in first row. Okay, so now we have to add only 3 columns. So we have done with the first row. Now to add second row, again we have to open a tr tag. Okay, so within the table, this is first row. Now let us add a second row. So tr and end of tr. Within this, now we will add a content. So see here in output, in second row first column there will be a serial number 1. Then here add any input device, suppose it is a keyboard. Then add here output device, like suppose a monitor. So here within the second row first column we have to add a content, and content will be added with the help of td tag. So td and end of td. This content will not be displayed in a bold face. Okay, so here add content, suppose 1, because in first column there is a serial number. Then add second column td and end of td. Add here any input device, suppose keyboard. Let us save this program. Press Ctrl S, Alt Tab, refresh the page with F5, and see here in second row first column serial number is 1. In second row second column keyboard is there. Now here to add output device we have to add another td tag. See, this is the difference between td tag and th tag. With the help of th, it will be added as like a heading for this column. Okay, now let us add here one more column with the help of td tag. So td and end of td. Add here any output device, suppose monitor. Save this program. Then refresh the page. So this is the table content. Here close the td tag. Now in this way we can add different rows and columns in a table. Let us add one more row. So tr and end of tr. Now to add a content we will use td tag. So td end of td. Here add serial number 2. Again td end of td. Add here suppose mouse input device. Again td and end of td. Add here output device, suppose printer. Save the program. Press Ctrl S, then Alt Tab, F5. So in this way we can add one or more rows in a table. We can use here align attribute to align the text. Suppose align is equal to center. Then this content will be at the center. See here. In this way we can add the same attribute for all columns content. So copy this and let us paste here. Save this. Refresh the page. See, the content is displayed at the center. Similarly, we can add here also. Save the program and now refresh the page. So in this way you can create a table in HTML with the help of table tag. Then to add a border for the table we have to use border attribute. Here you can change the value of border. Suppose we change the value from 3 to 4. Save this. Then refresh the page. Now border is more broad. Now let us add here border color attribute. So border color is equal to suppose green. Save this file. Alt Tab, refresh. See here border color is green. You can change color also. Suppose color is red. In this way you can create a table. Then within a TD tags, you can add the attributes like align attribute to align your text at the center, or you can align the text at the left or right also. Also you can specify a BG color for the table. So suppose BG color is equal to, specify here color, suppose color is green. Save this file, then Alt tab and refresh the page. Now you can see background color is green, border is in red color for this table. So in this way you can create a table, you can use different tags and attributes. Also you can add here caption tag. Let us add here caption tag, caption and end of caption. And using this you can add a heading for the table. Suppose heading is input and output devices list. Save this file, Alt tab and refresh the page. See here, this is the heading for table. For this you can specify a alignment also. By default it is a top, or you can specify align bottom also. Control S to save, Alt tab, then refresh. Now see here, caption is at the bottom. If you do not specify any value, then by default it will be displayed at the top, because top is the default value for it. In this way we can create a table. Now let us create one more program to understand the use of row span and col span attributes. So now let us open a new file. Here add doc type HTML. After that HTML tag start and end of HTML. Within this again add a head tag, start and end of head. Add a title tag, title and end of title. Add here any meaningful title, suppose display of colors. Now let us close the title tag, close the head tag, and now open a body tag. So within a body tag, start and end of body tag. We have to create a table. So add here table tag, table and end of table. Within this let us add a border for this table. So border is equal to, suppose 3. Now let us first of all create a table. So to add different rows in a table, we will use a tr tag start and end of tr. Within this, now suppose first row content is color 1. So that will be added with which tag? The tag used is td tag to add a table data. So td and end of td, here add color 1. Now in second column, td and end of td, add here color name suppose it is red. Then let us add a second row. So add a second row. So tr and end of tr. End of tr. Within this, let us add first column as color 2. So add here color 2. Then add second column which contains the color name. Suppose it is green. Now save this program. Press Ctrl S to save the file. Here select your folder and within that type a meaningful name for this file. Suppose row span, row and call span. Dot extension is .html. Now save this file. And here is the file row and call span. So let us open this file to see the output. So see here color 1 red, color 2 green. In this way table has been created. Now suppose we want to merge these two different rows, then what we have to use? We have to use a row span attribute. So see here, if we want to merge this color 1 and color 2 to a color only, then this column is not to be included. So let us delete it. And now within this td itself we have to add a row span attribute. So row span is equal to here how many rows are to be spanned, are to be merged. So 2 rows are to be merged. So add here numbered value, that is 2. Now save this. See here for the, let us check the output. See here, there were two different rows, right? But we have now merged those different two rows into a single row. So for that purpose we have used row span attribute within the first column, and we have merged two different columns of the different rows. So see here, within the td tag we have used the row span attribute, and how many rows are merged? 2 rows are merged. Now if suppose we want to merge two different columns, like suppose see here, within this first row 2 columns are to be merged, and here the colors should be displayed, colors heading should be displayed, and red and green colors are to be displayed on the second row content. So in that case what we have to do, let us copy this program. Save as. Here add a 2, then .html. Now this different file has been created. Now to span two different columns we have to use a call span attribute. So here instead of row span we have to use a call span. Then within a first row, first column, we have to add a color. Then this is the end of tr tag, because two columns are merged now. Now within the second row there will be two different colors, that is green and red. So let us add here one more td tag, td and end of td. Within this add a red color. Now within the first row two columns will be merged into a text color, and in the second row two different colors will be displayed. So let us check output here. We have to open the different file that we have created, that is row and call span 2. Let us check the output here. See here, now two columns have been merged and different colors are displayed in the second row content. Now to display this text at the center, what we have to do within the TD tag, here you have to use the align attribute. Align is equal to center. Now save this file, Alt tab, refresh the page, and this is the output. We can also specify a background color for the columns, like for this red color we can set a background color as red using bg color attribute. So bg color is equal to, here specify red, here you can specify bg color is equal to green. Save this file, Alt tab, refresh the page, and you can see here background color has been set for these columns. In this way we can use row span attribute and col span attribute. If suppose there are more than two rows or columns are to be merged, then you have to change the number of columns to be merged here. That is, instead of 2 we can specify 3 or 4. In this way we can write down a program to create a table. In HTML we can merge 2 or more columns and rows using the row span and col span attribute. So note down these programs and note down the output also, that is to create a table, then use row span and use col span attribute. Then create a table of your own timetable and use different formatting attributes like bg color, align, border color for the table. Also you can use the row span and col span attribute if there are certain lectures, if certain lectures are there on the same time for different days, then you can merge those different rows or columns. So create such a table for your timetable. Also note down these different attributes and tags used for creating a table and table row and columns. Thank you.